NFL players don't only play football. Sometimes they try baseball, basketball, and every other sport you can think of.
The Lakers, I heard y'all need somebody. LeBron, call me.
Starting with basketball, NFL players go crazy in a bunch of ways. Tom Brady teamed up with Michael Jordan just to beat randoms.
You better put on Michael Jordan for real.
Oh!
Then other NFL stars became better dunkers than NBA players.
Go get it, Mike. Penn State.
Oh, yeah, oh.
Man, shout out my dog LeBron. We just out here on the court hooping.
Oh my god. Now, here's Justin Jefferson, who not only did a photo shoot where he actually dressed as an NBA player, he made a video trying to convince the Lakers to get him.
The Lakers, I heard y'all need somebody. Sign me up. LeBron, call me. Hey!
Now, at least JJ isn't as cocky as Tyreek Hill when he's hooping.
If I miss this shot, I'm gonna invite one subscriber to my house. Oh! Looks like I made it. Oh! He's hot now. I'm shooting behind that 4-point line too though. Come here, Zell. Hey! Your daddy got that scrap, boy. I'm a shooter.
But none of those NFL stars playing basketball became as controversial as when Patrick Mahomes tried, and it almost lost him $16 million. Mahomes had just signed a contract to play football for that much, and the deal banned him from playing any other sports, including basketball, to prevent him from getting injured. Now, seeing as Mahomes has always been a baller at heart and was a high school star, he couldn't help himself. He secretly went against his deal and risked playing until clips of him went viral. Fans instantly told him to stop, but since the situation was already trending, the Chiefs GM contacted Mahomes' agent saying, no more basketball for Pat, otherwise his contract would be voided and he'd lose all of his $16 million. But alright, not every sport that NFL players try becomes so controversial. Sometimes what they do in baseball changes their lives forever. There's been a lot of stars who threw out first pitches at MLB games. Lamar, Mahomes again, Saquon, Purdy, Gronk, Manning, and even the Kelce's, to Travis competing in a celebrity home run derby and winning with a walk-off bomb. There were even players like Odell who took batting practice with the Yankees, where he damn near became the next Aaron Judge. J.J. Watt couldn't stop hitting home runs in the Astros park, and Tom Brady even homered in front of Red Sox players. But some players didn't just play baseball for fun, they actually got drafted to the MLB. Russell Wilson was drafted, then played in a spring training game and struck out. Kyler Murray was so good at baseball that he not only got drafted top 10, he probably would have played if it didn't have to be for the athletics. Patrick Mahomes was always around his dad, who was an MLB star, so of course he also got good at pitching and was eventually drafted.
You were drafted in the MLB?
Yes.
Really?
But Tom Brady getting drafted not only led to commercials promoting his rare rookie card, the 101 card was eventually found and sold for a record $158,000. That much for a damn piece of cardboard? I'd never charge y'all that much to subscribe. It's free. So, please, subscribe. Anyways, there's a bunch of other sports that have NFL players going X Games mode. Snowboarding, skateboarding, even motocross is what plenty of NFL players been doing. Alvin Kamara was the first when he turned into a snow bunny. Whoa, gnarly dude. And afterwards, he tweeted, "I can snowboard my ass off," which had the X Games official account telling him to pull up. But they definitely weren't inviting this legend who tried snowboarding and couldn't even stay on his feet. Now, other NFL players go skateboarding, like Rams running back John Kelly, who not only hit some of the craziest tricks I've ever seen, man's even has a skating tattoo because he was a better skater than a football player. Christian McCaffrey isn't doing tricks though. He rides a different type of board that he can't live without.
My electric skateboard, it's my baby right here. I love this thing. I live right in the city, so a lot of times going to work, just ride my skateboard. I have a little remote control, I just use that. I grew up actually when I was real little skateboarding, just with a couple of my buddies. Kind of kept to it, and at Stanford has a massive campus, so I cannot stand to walk. I don't like going on walks. Matter of fact, I'm so lazy that sometimes I will drive to practice and ride the longboard into the door. I refuse to walk. So it goes 22 miles an hour, maybe even more than that. So probably a little too fast. I've never hit that top speed. There are things in my contract that encourage me not to go that fast. I keep a steady pace, but it's fun for me they're easy to ride. The best part about them too is you have brakes, so you can actually slow down.
Alright, cool story, bro. But Marshawn Lynch rides harder than anybody. Because not only did he get a custom beast mode dirt bike and do a photo shoot, he was seen whipping through the desert with a professional racer. Now, alright, I could see his crazy ass doing that. But I never thought I'd see stars like Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson, CeeDee Lamb, and more go from playing football to football. JJ linked up with one of the best soccer players in the world, where at first dude crossed Jefferson up to score and hit the gritty on him. Then they played a newer sport called foot volley, and Jefferson got dominated in that too. When Lamar Jackson tried soccer, a player put him through drills, from how to score regular goals and backward shots, to Lamar becoming a header. He also tried playing goalie and got nutmegged. Now, when CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott stepped on the field, they teamed up with some soccer players for a competition. They both had attempts to score against a professional goalie, and eventually, CeeDee missed a bicycle kick that lost his team the trophy. Damn, that's probably the closest the Cowboys will ever get to winning something. But not every NFL player is cheeks at soccer. Odell Beckham not only practices soccer moves during NFL games, even in the locker rooms he'd show off his juggling skills. Odell's constantly kicking it with soccer players and impressing them with his talent, and soccer was actually the first sport that he could have gone pro in.
You recruited to work for the U.S. national team when you were younger, right?
Soccer. Yeah, they wanted me to come try out and all that stuff, but such a young age, it's hard to just leave your family and just say, I'm gonna go to Europe and do my thing. It was one of those things where you couldn't mentally wrap your mind around that, completely leaving your family and leaving the country, matter of fact.
If you were gonna hang your cleats up and you had to transfer to any other sport, what would your sport be?
Soccer.
Would you ever get a tattoo of LeBron on you, man? I know you love LeBron.
But even almost going pro isn't as crazy as another sport that almost got the NFL GOAT killed. That only happened because Tom Brady's always golfing, and I'm not just talking about his fake hole-in-one video. Brady's actually hit some of the craziest shots I've ever seen. He's played with other legends like Peyton Manning, and even got lessons from a pro. But when Brady played at one of the most iconic golf courses in the world, Pebble Beach, he almost died.
So Tom and I played together for 3 days in the Pro-Am out there. On the 6th hole, where he drove the ball to the right, and we get down there, and he's standing over the cliff. He's like, I think I see it. And he takes his club down there, and he climbs over the cliff. I can only see like from about his shoulders up. Now it's 200 feet down into the rocks, and there's no way he survives this fall. And I'm looking at the greatest quarterback, our player, comes pretty close to honestly dying and landing in the goddamn rock 200 feet below, all in the name of competition.
I've done a lot of dumb things in my life. That was probably right at the top of the list.
Thank God we didn't lose the GOAT. But other NFL players got some different experiences in golf. All of these players competed in a golf event for the Pro Bowl to see who could hit the longest drive. And even though some players tried to Happy Gilmore the ball and made a fool out of themselves, it all came down to one swing to beat 316 yards. Obviously that was going to be hard, but Jordan Poyer lined up and smashed his ball so hard that not only was everyone anticipating the distance, once it was measured, he actually beat it, so his entire squad was hyped. But Josh Allen was also hyped when he smacked some golf YouTubers. Now, not only was Josh's plan to get him faded just so he could win, he didn't even need to give himself that advantage, because this man was already hitting some insane drives and humiliating them by draining long putts.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh my! Here we go.
But another golf moment had Mahomes teaming up with the Swiftie to face off against golf lovers from another sport, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Now, I thought Mahomes would easily win, because every day this dude practices golf in his backyard. But throughout the match, both teams were hitting crazy shots and keeping things close until the very end. Here's where Mahomes had a chance to win the match. Then he missed not just one easy putt, he choked harder than he did in the Super Bowl when he missed another putt and forced Kelsey to either win or lose with this next shot. Luckily, match over, Team Swiftie wins. But other NFL players tried different sports that could have put them in the Olympics. Now, DK Metcalf tried competing in track, which had all eyes on him in lane 2. And when the race started, it seemed like he could keep up until the others pulled away, so DK took last place. But Tyreek Hill did the complete opposite, because when he was gonna race and got put in lane 6, Tyreek dusted everyone so badly that not only were they barely in the view of the camera, it won Tyreek the United States Track and Field Championship. But this next player really proved he's a runner, he's a track star. And I'm not just talking about Marquise Goodwin's track-inspired touchdown celebrations, because he went from breaking the high school record for furthest long jump to getting the high score in other long jump events, and even performed so well during the Olympic qualifiers that he won. But players don't just do Olympic sports for fun. Another legend, Joe Thomas, used to weigh over 300 pounds, and he was so fat, he had to lay down during practice. Until he got into swimming, where he trained in the pool so much that at first, he got put into commercials. Then swimming made him go viral because it helped him lose almost 100 pounds and completely transformed his body into this. Now dude's ripped like Gronk. But speaking of him, a sport that he tried actually got him clowned by a professional. Cause at first Gronk pulled up to the Tampa Bay Lightning's arena with his signed hockey jersey. Then after giving a motivational speech to their squad, Gronk got all his gear on. Now, dude's definitely a better skater than I thought, but when he tried to become a goalie, Gronk got scored on easily and not only let a pro completely embarrass him.
They go in?
He was also so bad at scoring goals himself that he got clowned.
I tried going 5-hole. That was great, actually. No, it wasn't.
But a completely different sport got an NFL legend put on the news.
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America, surging by 40% in recent years to nearly 5 million players. The game isn't just for pros, though. Marcy Gonzalez of our Los Angeles station KCBS hit the court with several amateur players, including former NFL quarterback Drew Brees, who loves the game so much that he is now a team owner.
And Drew Brees wasn't just on the news for owning a pickleball team. He opened up a few pickleball facilities, then even started his own pickleball festival that he's always competing in.
I love the sport because it is something that everyone can do. Like literally you and I could go out on the street in New Orleans right now and we could just pick 2 random people and grab 4 paddles and say, hey, let's have a game. And we could go out there and we could have fun, right? Like think, is there any other sport where you could do that? No, any other sport requires some level of maybe experience or athleticism but pickleball is just, it's very inviting.
And since anyone can play it, I've been seeing plenty of other NFL stars trying it out. Gronk beat Eli Manning in a game, TJ Watt played against his teammate, Cam Newton teamed up with Tim Tebow, and Marshawn Lynch, well, he should just stick to football, man.
This is the first time I've ever heard of this game. You know what? You cheating.
That's not cheating.
Oh, okay.
That's just being better than you.
Oh,
But the final sport that NFL players tried had one legend claiming it was better than winning the Super Bowl. Jerome Bettis wasn't just hosting bowling programs showing kids how to play. Bettis started his own professional team known as the Motown Muscle and got so good that he eventually bowled a perfect game with a strike every single time. A what score?
300. I was bowling a perfect score of 300.
That was, I think, my biggest sports accomplishment. Even, winning the Super Bowl does not compare to a 300 game because you have to be perfect.
Alright, dude is definitely tripping for saying that, and he isn't even the best bowler in the NFL. Because unlike these Falcons receivers who were so bad, they couldn't even keep the ball in the lane. NFL legend Terrell Owens also started his own team, competed in professional events, hosted tournaments where pros hit trick shots, and even dominated during a celebrity bowling event where he eventually helped win his team the trophy. So as you can see, NFL stars do more than just play football. And you can do more by just clicking this video.